What's up, bean sprouts? It's Saturday, January 18th, and I'm about to head out and go to a family Christmas, because we ain't done yet. We always tend to have our family Christmas late, usually around Epiphany. I don't know if I'll record anything there. I'll try. We'll see. My great aunt is going to be there. My aunt and uncle went and picked her up yesterday, they said. And it'd be good to see her. She is the feistiest and spryest, soon to be 100 years old. She's not far off. She's getting close, but she would never know it. That's for sure. I hope I have inherited some of her portion of the genes. I didn't physically. Well, I guess I didn't inherit her genes. Never mind. Never mind. Shit. Anyway, my friend's gonna go with me. Waiting on him. Yep. 12:17, and we have to be there at 12:30. Or we're supposed to be there at 12:30. I mean, I'm sure it's fine if we're late, but that's what I got going on. I will maybe catch up with you at the get-together. Show you a few things that are happening. Maybe not. We'll see how the vibe is going, okay? Talk to you a little bit. Peace out, bean sprouts.
Don't forget, you gotta let know all you can. Don't look back, don't forget, you gotta let know all you can. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning light. Far away until you're out of sight, you're out of
Good morning. Happy Monday. Woke up about 6:40, and just lounged on the couch watching some YouTube, sipping on some coffee for a while, just kind of starting my day now. I need to work on some video editing stuff. I'm just loading up a new episode to dive into. It's probably going to be most of my afternoon. My morning, afternoon is sitting here editing videos. Yes, because I need to turn in some time on this 27th. Is that when I did that to myself? Oh no, the 23rd. I have 3 days to knock out a bunch of videos. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. My lips are very parchy. Carmex to the rescue. You know what else I need to do is clean my glasses. These things, I love these. Get them off Amazon. I initially got these anti-fog ones because when I was using the, whatever it's called now, I don't know, the Meta Quest, whatever, the Oculus, it would fog up so bad in the inside. So I used the anti-fog wipes to clean the lenses on the inside of the Oculus. Just a suggestion. It works. I like the way they clean my glasses. Stick with what you like. Oh, no wonder it felt weird. Shut the thing in there. I'm really tired of the cold weather. Oh, that reminds me. Pause. We have to keep a space heater in the laundry room so that the pipes don't freeze in there, because the dumbasses that planned this out didn't think about the fact that there's no heat out there, and we live in Indiana. We may not get the same snow, but we get freaking cold. And like, yeah, you don't want your pipes freezing in there, buddy. That's a whole other issue in and of itself, because it wasn't disclosed when I moved in here. Only the downstairs apartments could use the laundry room. The upstairs apartments didn't have the access to the laundry room. It didn't really click with me until they started letting the upstairs use it. And I don't know why, it just like a light bulb went off, and I was like, and it was winter when I figured this out. So they had put a space heater in there at the time, and the space heater's running, and it made me think, who pays for the utilities of the laundry room? Because we are 4 units and we all pay our own gas and electric, and landlords pay for our water and sewage. Well, I didn't have it coming out of my rent that I was paying for that. So I had to ask, how is the utilities done in that laundry room? And then it made sense on why the only downstairs 2 had access originally to use a laundry room, is because one unit pays for electric and the other unit pays for the gas of that room. The upstairs people don't pay anything. Their utilities aren't attached to the laundry room, but they get to use it, so therefore we pay for them to be able to do their laundry. How cool is that? And I am the electric portion of the laundry room, which means I get the bulk of the fees for the utilities of that room, because the only thing Yahoo's next door pay for out of the gas is if they used, any little bit of hot water to heat it up, which, isn't as often as obviously the electricity for the room. And also it's on a sensor, and there's a window in there, so if traffic goes by at night or whatever, it trips that light in there, so I'm paying when even anybody isn't even in there. So I had a fight with them a little bit. For the first 2 years, they gave me $10 credit off my rent, and then not this last lease, the lease before, I pushed back and was like, everything's going up. And it was like, my winter bill, I'm so used to the off seasons of in the winter time, my electric bill would be $20 or less, but my gas bill would be high, and then it'd switch in the summertime because of the AC. My electric bill was almost $300 one winter. I live in a little apartment. The place I lived before this was a 1917 Sears catalog house with 0 insulation in it. It felt like, anyway. And my electric bill in the winter was, like I said, it would get down to $20, $25. So $300 for a smaller place doesn't really add up. It was because at the time too, we had tenants that were not having people on their lease letting them use our laundry room, and girlfriends and boyfriends come over, they've let them do their laundry in there too. So I was paying for all these people to do laundry in our laundry room. I finally got them to $30 credit off my rent every month. So when my lease renewed this year, they kept it at $30. Rent went up a little bit, but that didn't. So if I am still here when the next lease comes up, I'm gonna have to push back again, because everything goes up. That means that goes up too. My little discount off my rent, or I just don't see how this is legal. How is it legal how is it? I don't understand. To me, then it should have its own meters and own water heater that's just for the laundry room, and the landlord pays for that, and then they deduct whatever that is off of everybody's rent. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Am I wrong? Oh, and when I was leaving the other day on Saturday to go to our family Christmas thingy, get together, it was nice. It was a good time. I'll insert a clip of my aunt because she wanted to say something.
Hi, we are so excited. We have family here for Christmas. I know that it's after Christmas, but we love to celebrate during Epiphany when the kings bring gifts. Joy always liked to do it at Epiphany, so it's a special time.
We're criers.
And we're criers.
We're criers, and we will laugh.
But we're happy, but we're crying. But it's okay.
Here.
And so, anyway, our family is much smaller, but it's so awesome to be able to spend time together.
Okay. Bye. Here's our pretty table. My cousin Mary and Bailey. my cousin Josh. Say hi, everybody. Hi. As I said, I may have mentioned before, but my family is getting very small. So, and that's kind of the point where she kind of lost her composure a little bit. But it's just true. Our family is getting very small. Is pretty dwindled down. I mean, if I consider my close family, my great aunt Monty, I mentioned, she's 98 years old. You would never know it, by the way, at all. She is go, still, exercising every day and always wanting to be the fashionable trends. Like, I got a ring from her for Christmas. This is what she gave me and my cousin. This one. I will treasure this piece of jewelry from her. I forget where I was going with this. My family is small. My mom and my aunt. This is just kind of my dad's siblings. He has 2 left. So I have an aunt and uncle on that side, and then their kids, cousins, whatever. They don't live like right here in my community. Close though, not bad. The other way is just me and my brother, and neither of us have kids. I think that's about it. My mom's other sibling, don't see him. He's always lived far away. And my cousins that I was close with, like the one I do the video for, and his 2 brothers, one lives in Nashville, one lives in Alaska, and he lives in California. So I don't get to spend time with them either. It's just kind of me. When my video is finally uploaded or downloaded, it finally downloaded. So I guess I better drop her in here and start working. I also need to upload a video today to go post onto the YouTube for the Get Picklin' channel.
Is it too early to start talking pickle? No, it's never too early. Not for the Grex. Okay, this looks so pretty right now because the sun is hitting the house and the trees, and Justin's in red, and he's just like the little girl on Schindler's List. Just this pop of color. All right. Sorry, I'm reading a World War II book.
002.
I will say, they do have a very beautiful pickleball court in their backyard. And it does look really pretty, like she says, all the sun, the way it's hitting. I mean, I'm sure it looks better in person because I can barely see the house part.
Why don't you guys go ahead and take that?
I'm just going to edit this up. Maybe try and get 3 of them. We'll see if I can get 3 videos out today. I need to do about 12 or 13 videos in the next 3 days. I got this. As long as I sit here and get to work. So I gotta go. I'll catch you guys later. Okay. I didn't make it doing work very long. Oh well. I'm gonna head to the store. Kind of thinking I'm gonna try and give the keto thing a go again. And I have an idea because I've been wanting some Salisbury steak, and I think I can make it keto. I can switch up this recipe, and I'm gonna share it with you and let you know if it works. Then usually it goes like with mashed potatoes, but you can't have mashed potatoes when you're doing the keto. I have a bag of rice cauliflower in the freezer. I think I'm gonna try and transform those into some mashed potatoes thing. I mean, I know that can be done, but as far as a mashed potato substitute though, to be honest, the best fake out is rutabaga. Just peel it, cook it up, chop it up like a potato, bake it, boil it. My words are hard. Put it in my Ninja and puree the shit out of them, and add in the butter and some garlic. Like I like to use the dry minced garlic. It works really well for those to make really flavorful mashed potatoes. And yeah, my nose is very red. It's very cold out here. No, I'm not wearing a coat, and it is 4 degrees. Warm in my car a bit. But yeah, so faux mashed potatoes. Yeah, rutabaga. But rutabaga is hard to find, at least in my stores. So, but it's the one that has the most like texture and flavor. once you season them right to real mashed potatoes. I don't anticipate there'll be a rutabaga available at my store because there, like I said, rarely is. And I will try the cauliflower and have it with my Salisbury steak. We'll see. Just waiting for my windshield to fall off so I can see. Because another fun fact is I don't have an ice scraper. I haven't had it, and I live in Indiana, which this should speak to our actual winters we get now is kind of pathetic. Not like when I was a kid, but I haven't had a proper ice scraper like 6 years. It's been a long time. I'll just come out, start my car, usually go back in the house. It warms up, the windshield will melt, I'll be fine. Today it's just kind of frosty on there. We were supposed to have some pretty cold weather the next day or so. Anywho, all right. She ain't there yet. Oh well. Okay, maybe I'll take you on a cruise through the store. We'll see. I'm already regretting my shoe decision. I'm trying to wear my new Converse because I really just want to wear the freaking things. I need to break them in. I can tell the heel is good to rub. And so yeah, I probably shouldn't have worn them to the store. Which, technically, I could go back inside and change my shoes. Well, my windshield defrosts. Do I want to go back out there until I have to? Not really. You got this, Sonny. My car's name is Sunny, by the way. Sonny. Okay. Can you see my breath? Anyway, I'll see you later. Brr, it's so cold. My hands are frozen. My trunk was frozen. And thankfully, some kind gentleman came by and helped me get into my car. Oh, it's so cold. Hey there, doodle bugs. Ooh, yeah. Hi guys. Go block you for a second. Ugh. Okay. Holy shit, man. Let's see what I got. Hi. Are you in there? Hi. More water. I always grab waters when I'm at the store. Been going through a lot more water. I'm doing better about drinking my water. How many bags is this? What'd I get out of this? This bag, I had Cascade, and it took 1, 2, 3, 4 bags for this and this. Technically used, they 3-bagged it, and then an extra got stuck inside of one of them that hasn't been opened. Wow. Okay. That's not necessary. I did stick to my list, except for, I think, a bag of lettuce. And then when I was passing the, like, whatever you want to call it section, toiletry section, the beauty section, whatever. I love baths, FYI. I take 1, if not 2, in the winter, sometimes 3 a day, because it relaxes me, and I like sitting in there. It's like, make my time. Been that way since I was a kid. You didn't have to tell me twice. Epsom salts in my bath water. I do like, but my favorite is Dr. Teal's, and it's a chamomile one, and it is freaking hard to find. Like, I haven't seen this on available anywhere I've looked in probably a couple years. This smells so good. It's so relaxing. I bought 2 bags, so I went rogue. Yes. I can't wait for them. I stocked up on the stock. We got some low sodium beef and chicken stock, broth, whatever. You never know what recipes are going to call for it. I've learned to be prepared. And in case you're wondering how many bags it took to hold 4 of these. Oh, double bag on that one. Okay, so I'm going to talk about diet and weight loss and shit just for a brief second, and we'll move on. But as far as my food goes, I am going to be switching into a kind of keto low carb diet or way of eating, whatever. It's what I've had any sort of success with non-medically. I'm going to try and go back to low carb or keto. Depends on, I guess, whatever. So cheese is a big part of it. So I stocked up on various types of cheeses, so mozzarella, some Parmesan, and then cream cheese. But cream cheese I need for what I'm making for me lunch. And in place of like ketchups, because you can't really have ketchup, or you shouldn't. Hot sauces typically have 0 carbs or very little. I've gotten creative over the years with my meal planning and whatever, my meals when I'm on low carb and keto. Share some of whatever it is I make. But today, I want to make Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. And I lucked out. They had this big Baby Bella for $2.93. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to keep 1 of each of these cheeses. And the rest are going to go in the freezer. And a bag of lettuce. And then for the Salisbury steak, I needed some ground beef. And then they had some on the manager special as well. So I got 2. 1 for now, 1 for later, 1 maybe for the freezer. I don't know. TBD. And then the other kind of cheese, some cheddar. So I got the cheddar and the mozzarella and the Parmesan for whatever it is I make. I really like making no crust pizzas. I know you can make like those faux crusts like with cottage cheese. Sorry, my underwear's falling down. And whatnots. I actually just prefer it without. No crust. I'll use my hot plate thing. I'll show you sometime. And just put the sauce there, and then your toppings. Just avoid the crust. I picked up some Better Than Bouillon. This stuff's really good. Organic. For the Salisbury steak. Give it some, Salisbury steaky flavor. This too. And Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are one of my faves. I like to open this it's a freezer one, but I leave them frozen. I open this up, drizzle in some olive oil, shake it around, and then put in some of the, just regular old Parmesan. It does need to be the, it's buried in there. The shaker, like you put on pizza kind of Parmesan, the whatever, grated, powdery. It sticks better. It coats it better. So then you'll shake a bunch of that in there and shake this up, and then drop it in the air fryer and cook them until they're crisp. And man, really good. Also, keto friendly. All right, I'm gonna need that for my Salisbury steak. Another water. I picked up 2 waters. Some things in recipes will call for panko or oats or crackers, as a binder, as a filler, whatever. To substitute for that, pork rinds. Throw these in your Ninja, turn them into crumbs or powder or whatever, and then you use this instead of the panko or whatever. It also, you use it for breading on chicken tenders and stuff. So I would grind this up in my Ninja, add Parmesan to give it something else, and then coat my chicken breast in it and bake it, put it in the air fryer, whatever. Makes good crust. And 0 carbs. And sometimes, these are plain, I will flavor it up using the hot and spicy, which is what I think I'm going to do, because the recipe I found for the Salisbury steak calls for panko. And I'm going to use the hot and spicy because, if you know me yet, I like a hot and I like a spicy. A few bags of that for different things or whatever I come up with that I want to make. For a thickener, instead of flour for the gravy part of the Salisbury steak, it said I think I have some, but just in case, you can use xanthan gum or arrowroot, or it said cream cheese. So I can't remember if I have arrowroot up in my cabinet, but I bought some cream cheese. So I might just thicken it up with that. I got some eggs. Let me check and make sure I didn't break them, chucking them, getting everything in here. And it calls for ketchup. I'm gonna try and use either this, I'm not sure yet, or my friend's hot sauce that she gave us. I might use in lieu of the ketchup. And then I want to go with my Salisbury steak, I want mashed potatoes, but I can't have potatoes when you're doing this. So, who knows, it's been in my freezer for a long time, so it may not taste good, but I'm gonna try it. Back when I had a Sam's Club membership, I got these, I think it came 4 in a box of this rice cauliflower. I'm gonna cook it up, and then I'm going to try and get some of the moisture off of it, and then I'm going to put it in my Ninja with a little bit of whipped cream cheese and some cheese and a little bit of garlic stuff, and see if I can. The thing about cauliflower for the potato, for a mashed potato, it still has such a pungent cauliflower flavor. So, which is what I was telling you earlier, the rutabaga doesn't have that. It kind of melts away when you add the garlic and the butter in there. But we'll try. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, let me pull up the recipe. Also, I just realized I didn't turn this around, so you're going to be up and down for that portion of the video. Let me flip you around. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are you going to change? No. All right, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Well, this would have been better. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I kept it in shorts form. So one thing I'm getting better at about this camera. I know there's a setting on there that you can make it automatically go to like the landscape as a default. I probably should do that because I don't film the other way very often. Let me lay everything out and then we'll go from there. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and check this in the microwave. We're gonna use 1 pound of ground beef, and then it says the 1/4 cup of panko or breadcrumbs. I'm gonna use this. We're gonna use my little, is this thing Ninja? Oh, Cuisinart thing to grind up the 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. Substitutions that we need. Pulse up some of this till I think it looks like about a 1/4 cup. What did I do with the bag? Whatever extra, I'll just put in a Ziploc bag and save it. I already have this out. I have to get my step ladder out to put this. I use this bowl for my friend's mess. It needs to go up yonder, and I haven't busted out the, about to say high chair, the ladder yet. Okay, in a large bowl, mix together all the ingredients for the steaks except the oil. All right, we got 1 pound of ground beef. Now we need a 1/4 cup of the, we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little extra just because it's not quite, you know, bread. So it doesn't have the same like absorbency as bread does. So I'm putting just a little extra. 1 egg. So we got the ground beef, the words are hard, pork rinds, and the substitution of the breadcrumbs. 1 egg. It says a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I do not particularly like Dijon mustard. It's okay. I'm just going to use yellow mustard. I'm also just going to eyeball it. 2 teaspoons of ketchup, which if you know, you really aren't supposed to have ketchup. So we're going to see how it goes with some Frank's Red Hot instead. It says a 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. I'm also not the biggest fan of oregano, a little bit. So I'm actually going to make the decision to scratch that. We're going to, a little bit of salt and some, oopsie, I almost did the Italian. I don't want it. And some pepper. Okay, that actually completes the recipe for this, but I'm going to add another additional ingredient or 2. I'm going to add some of the minced dried onions and some onion powder. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. We're just gonna mix this up, shape into 4 equal oval patties, and then we're gonna cook them on medium-high heat on my skillet, about 3 minutes per side until they get nice and golden crust. Reduce heat. If they are browning too much, transfer to a plate. And then we work on the gravy. I think I can get this to be pretty equal portions if I do this. And then I'm going to use, so divide this up. went ahead and washed my plate because I'll need to take them out when they're ready. Let that cook up. Oh, it smells really good. Seriously, if smell-o-vision was a thing, they smell really good already. I don't think it says to drain the skillet out. Hold on. Yep, just leave it. Kind of falling apart a little bit for these to this plate over here. Okay, and here, 2 tablespoons of butter. Try and get all the goody flavors off the bottom here. Okay, now instead of the flour, I'm using cream cheese. Cheese. Oh, ow, that was smart. I didn't think it would just fall off there. Whoa, smoky, man. I just burnt the crappy out of myself. Ow. That's gonna leave a mark. All right. 1.5 cups of beef stock. Calls for a tablespoon of ketchup. I'm going to use my friend's hot sauce. I don't know how hot that is, but we'll find out. Oh man, that hurts. Okay, some Worcestershire sauce. Onion powder. It says salt and pepper. I'm gonna hold off on the salt. The stock sometimes has enough salt for me, and I'm gonna put about this much of this better than bouillon. You guys, I really did burn the shiitake out of my arm, my wrist. It's gonna do something there. It would have hurt my boobies too. Thank goodness for these thick ass overalls. Try and decide if I want to put more of the cream cheese in. I'm just afraid it's not going to be very thick if I don't. And if I had arrowroot, I'm going to move you, and because I'm going to flip something off with my tongs from this top shelf like I do sometimes, but I don't want it to fall on my camera and break you. See the method to my madness? I think that's arrowroot. Yeah, I might do a little cream cheese and arrowroot. It says you part for part can treat this like cornstarch. Now that it's safe again. Oops. All right, it might thicken up now. Now we're gonna put in carefully. I'm like overcautious. You hurt me. Now it says to nestle these. Topped with all the goodies. All right, it says cook for about 10 minutes. So for the cauliflower, we're winging it. Got that bag. Some of the moisture out of it. Ugh. There's a lot of moisture. You know what? We're gonna dry it. I'm sorry, guys. There's just way too much liquid. So I'm putting it on the stove. I'm gonna dry it out in a skillet a little bit. Then we'll return to the regularly scheduled programming. But in the meantime, In my Ninja here, we'll put some of the cream cheese. And then we're gonna also add in some of this minced garlic paste. And I had a little bit left of the Mexican cheese. So we're gonna we're just gonna put all that in there. Some butter. And I will wait to salt it. This cream cheese to me is salty, and the other cheeses are salty as well. I am going to do a sprinkle of onion powder, some pepper. All right, and I got the cauliflower better. It's not dry. I mean, it's dry now. It's not soaking wet. That'll do. Don't need any more cheese. I don't need nothing. Don't need no salt. I'm glad I didn't put it in there. I made a mess with my bags over here. What kind of platter do I want? Plate her up. We did it. I made some low carb Salisbury steak and cheesy garlic mashed cauliflower. There we have it. Looks good, doesn't it? That's pretty good. You would never know that there's pork rinds in there. Actually, it's not very hot. I mean, spicy. I'd say it's a winner. I'm gonna go enjoy my lunch now. And I just remembered I'm growing aloe as she's flourishing. I think I maybe need to put some aloe on my baby burn. I love you guys very much. Peace out, bean sprouts. Maybe that will help.
Seasons coming